Today, I'm going to share with you 6 powerful travel hacks that will instantly change the game when it comes to travel. 3 of them are going to help you to travel more, and 3 of them are going to help you to travel better. So, my guess is if you're here, you love travel. And if you're anything like me, you are constantly looking for ways to get more travel into your life. But not only that, but better travel, taking better vacations, how to maximize the time, to be honest, that you're investing into this vacation, and not only time, but money and everything else that goes into planning something amazing. So these are the travel hacks that I want to talk to you about today, because these things I found in my 20 plus years of being a professional travel advisor and traveling myself. These were the things that made the biggest impact in my ability to travel more and travel better. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, for the first tip, I want to preface it by saying I'm not a CPA or an accountant, and I know everybody's finances are going to be different, so this might not be for everybody. But one of the biggest ways that you can get more travel into your life is by maximizing the points that you get on certain credit cards. So I know you probably have heard about this before, obviously, but what I'm talking about is really going in whole hog. If you have the ability to pay all of your bills, all of your expenses on a credit card that gives you points for travel, and then at the end of the month, you just pay it off. So instead of paying it out of your bank, put it on the card, at the end of the month, pay the whole thing off. By doing that, you can get thousands of points every month. And by the end of a year, you could have potentially 100,000 or more, because some of these point programs offer you 3 times the points, 2 times the points, sometimes even 5 times the points. So by utilizing those offers and that possibility, you can really ramp up your points that you have available for travel. And there's so many people that can maximize this and do this, and they get to travel the world for free. They're getting free flights, they get free hotels, so many different things, free cruises even. If you really take the time to figure out how best you can maximize your points, you can add a ton more travel to your life. Now, there's a great resource I love for this. It's called The Points Guys. It's just a blog online. They have tons of articles about all different kinds of cards and how to maximize the points and the special offers that are available. I'll link them below. There's no affiliation. I just find a lot of really helpful information there when I was trying to decide which credit card I wanted to use to get points and who had the best offers and so on and so forth. So I'll link those below if this is something that you're wanting to do. But if you are willing to put expenses on credit cards, or at least some of them, you could really make an impact on your free travel this year. The next one is to learn how to save money on flights so that you can fit more flights in your life. Again, more travel. And with this one, I recommend using Google Flights. Now, with all of the travel booking engines that I've tried over my years, Google Flights beats everybody else 99% of the time. Occasionally, I'll find something cheaper on a different site, but for the most part, Google Flights, hands down, always has the cheapest price. So I always go there when I'm looking for new flights. But you have to learn how to use the tools they have available to save even more money. And I made a video about that, and I will link it above and below, that talks about each of the tools Google Flights has and how you can save more money. Some of that has to do with being flexible on airports and dates, but also there are a few little things that you can tweak in the Google Flights website that will help you to find out and nab the cheapest prices available. So that is my second tip, is to use Google Flights for your flight searches, because if you can save more money on your flights, you can fit more flights in your life. Okay, my third travel hack for putting more travel in your life, and this is for people who maybe are considering a side hustle or are interested in travel and maybe thinking about ways that you can add even more into your life, as far as, again, a side hustle or a job or something that you would be willing to invest in, and that is to become a travel agent. Honestly, that's why I became a travel agent in the first place. I was wanting to get more travel in, and that was the best way I could think to do it. I also loved planning travel for people, so that was part of it. But if you have any interest in that, in planning travel for people, including just yourself or your family, becoming a travel agent might be a great way to get more travel in your life. Now, contrary to popular belief, we don't travel for free, but we do get discounts on travel, and we do have things called FAM trips, which are familiarization trips, where we could travel for free. Now, these type of things, you do need to have some experience. You need to have made some sales. It has a brand new travel agent. They're not just going to send you on a FAM without any sales at all. But if you actually have clients and you are booking travel, you can travel with a lot of discounts. You can travel on those fam trips for free. You can sometimes get free offers from certain suppliers. If you're working with a certain supplier, they will offer you a free trip, so that you can get to know their product. So there are definitely opportunities there. But again, it's not for somebody just to sign up as a travel agent and expect to get all that. It would be if you wanted to actually really start it as a side hustle or start it as a business, then and start actually having clients, then you could get a ton of free travel opportunities or discounted or just more travel opportunities that come to your door. There are tons of places you can go and start your own travel agency business through a host travel agent, and that's the easiest way to get started. They train you, they give you access to everything, and then you take it from there. So that's my third tip for adding more travel into your life. And honestly, this might be a path to digital nomadsy. If you can build up enough clientele to really start earning an income as your travel agent, you could travel all over the world, or even travel, on behalf of your clients or with your clients, and be able to make an income and just turn it into your full-time gig. All right, so those are the 3 to help you travel more. Now, the next travel hacks are going to help you to travel better. The next travel hack I want to talk about is how to craft your itinerary. Now, I'm going to do a video about that in the future where I'm going to really go into detail, but the way to take better vacations is to get serious about and creative about how you plan the itinerary. So it's not okay. I mean, it is okay, but you don't want to simply just book a vacation package on Expedia or Travelocity or your Amex card or something like that. And that's the end of it. You really want to take the time to think about the experience that you want and craft what you want that itinerary to look like. Whether you want it to be super action-packed and see lots of things, whether you want to take a deeper dive into the culture and community, what you want your days to look like. And that involves really crafting your itinerary and looking at the whole picture and finding ways to make it even better. Spending some time really being creative and building something absolutely spectacular. Now, again, I'm going to go ahead and make a video diving far more deeply into this and exactly how to do it. It really makes a difference between just a regular average vacation and an absolutely spectacular vacation. So I do highly recommend it. If you aren't already subscribed, if you want to hit subscribe and hit that notification bell, then you'll hear about it as soon as it's made available. All right, tip number 2, which kind of bleeds in from that, is logistics. If I can teach anybody anything about travel planning, it is to pay attention to logistics. Now, this could be all of the little details. So it could be things like making sure if you're going to a foreign country that you know the currency, the safety, what you can eat and drink safely, all of those type of details. That, of course, is absolutely paramount if you're going to someplace new, because that could make or break your health or some other thing. But it's also all of the other logistics that can go into making your vacation more spectacular. Little things like, how can you make your airport experience far smoother? Can you utilize a first class lounge? Even if you're not flying first class, did you know that there are companies that actually you can buy a membership to and you get access to certain first class lounges? There are even credit cards out there that they give you the membership to this company so that you can access first class lounges. So thinking about little things like that, and by the way, that membership company I'm talking about, I'll link that below if you want to check that out. But they have access to first class lounges all over the world. It's called Priority Pass. Anyway, it's linked below. That would make even starting out your vacation, it's going to be far more comfortable if you're in a first class lounge. They usually have tons of food and drink available for you. It just sets the tone for the rest of your vacation. And then when you're returning, or if you have layovers, having that availability is just going to make your travel experience far smoother. On that note, what about shipping your luggage? If you have a ton of luggage, and especially if you're traveling with kids, it might be better to ship your luggage ahead, and so you don't have to deal with that when you're going through the airport security and everything else that goes along with it. So thinking of little details like that, how are you going to get from the airport to your hotel? Is there a way you can make it better, more comfortable, account for your needs, account for everything? Can you call and talk to somebody on the ground in that destination who can give you firsthand information on how to, recommendations and things you can do? I've made videos on this, and I'll go ahead and link it above or below so you can take a look. That goes into far more detail. But the more time you can spend visualizing every single day and ways that you can improve each step, ways that you can make it easier, ways that you can make it more comfortable. That would make a huge difference from a ho-hum vacation into an amazing vacation. All right, and then my third and final tip for making travel better, and bear with me here because it's not exactly exciting, but it really can make the difference between having a smooth, stress-free vacation or one that could potentially turn into an absolute nightmare. And that is travel insurance. Now, I know this isn't always the most popular topic to talk about. I mean, who enjoys talking about insurance? But honestly, having this protection it smooths everything out. So if you have a trip interruption, a cancellation, your flight gets canceled, which is happening a lot right now. If you get sick, if you get injured, if you lose your baggage, if someone steals your wallet, it helps to cover all of these scenarios for you and gets you help when you need it. It gets you money when you need it. It protects your investment and it protects your health and your life. So by having it, even if you never use it, you have it in the background, you know it's there. So when something happens, you know you're protected, you know you're covered. It is so important that every country in the world, every travel agent, everybody highly recommends it because it covers you. It covers you when something goes terribly wrong. And that's exactly when you're going to need it, is when something's going terribly wrong. So I always buy it for every trip I take. I recommend it to all my clients. It is just something that is going to, like I said, smooth everything out. If anything goes wrong, you know you are covered, you know you're protected. And I have an entire article about that in regard to, do you need it or not, and how to decide and how to buy it. And I'll link that article below. It's on our website. But it is something, again, that will make the difference between a really great vacation or it going terribly, terribly wrong. So please, especially in this age of our new life of post-COVID and during COVID, please, for the love of God, please get travel insurance. It is absolutely vital. So these 6 tips aren't the only ways to have travel be better and more in your life. If you really want to learn more about crafting those itineraries and logistics and how to save money and everything that goes along with it, you'll want to take a look at this video here. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and we will see you on the next video. Take care.